Jade, you're finally here.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. How was your night?
I've told you before, I just have this perpetual black cloud over my head. I swear. I mean, like, can you see it? It's hanging there right now.
Well, I'm sorry you had a bad night, but that's okay. I'm taking over now, so hit it.
That's right. All right, so let me see my notes here. Okay, so first guy coming in, he was a total bounce back from Team C. They didn't have any beds on their service, so they basically just dumped him on us. But, you know, we had to admit him. 49-year-old raging alcoholic. His name's Johnny Walker. I'm sure you've met him before. He's like a revolving door. He's in and out all the time.
But yeah, I had him on my unit like a month ago for detox.
Mm-hmm.
What's the story this time?
So apparently he's been in the ED like 4 times since his last discharge about 5 days ago from Team C. I know. We were consulted again. Seems like they were able to convince him to come back in for detox, so that's why I was there. Basically, he's been drinking about a handle of vodka a day. I put him on the CWA protocol. He's at Q2 hours for the Ativan. He's needed about 4 milligrams so far. His vitals have been mostly stable, but there isn't too much else to do for him, I don't think.
Okay, that sounds like him. So how were the CWAs overnight?
They're mostly like the high teens with a little bit of autonomic instability for a period of time, but no DTs.
Okay, next.
So the second admit, she was a 24-year-old female, depression, suicidal ideation, long history of cutting herself, dramatic behavior. Her name's Maria. She was basically threatening to kill herself last night after her boyfriend tried to break up with her. So she just grabbed a knife, was waving it around, managed to get a couple of cuts on her left arm before her boyfriend was able to wrestle it away from her. And then he called the cops. And
Did you start her on anything?
No, I didn't really see the need. She seemed like mostly personality, you know, pretty borderline traits. So, but the emergency department did put her on a Baker Act. You know, I figure we can probably go and rescind it today, get her home tomorrow.
Okay, did her boyfriend come with her?
No, yeah, he didn't want anything to do with her last night. She was pretty hysterical.
Alright, so I'll leave her for the end. She'll get a taste of the unit and then she won't get Baker acted ever again.
Yeah, I like that idea. Let's do that.
Alright.
I'm glad to see your smiling face.
How was your night?
I got crushed last night.
Oh.
So one person just went off and I got everybody else riled up. So ended up giving out 2 ETOs, threw a guy in seclusion. I thought I was going to have to bust out the restraints.
Ooh, I'm glad you took that shift off of my hands.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Alright, so what do we got?
Alright, room 1 is still Joe. He was fine last night, slept. He's a slug. He's not going to give you any problems. Room 2, that's Betty. She was sundowning pretty early, thought she was at her parents' house, calling out for her dad, so gave her a little bit of Risperdal. Went well for a while, then the nurses started to whine and complain, said she was getting combative, so we hit her with like another ½ milligram of Risperdal and chilled her right out. Room 3, that's a new kid, 19-year-old, first time admission for an overdose. She swallowed 10 Benadryl to try to cut herself.
Right, that won't do the trick.
Well,
Yeah, no joke. She's not the sharpest knife in the drawer, just a kid. Anyway, she thought that would be enough to check out, so she's probably high risk based on her thought of what was going to happen.
I mean, is there any family involved with her yet?
Word is that mom and dad are around, but the numbers in the chart, I just didn't call it. I didn't have time last night, so if you guys get around to doing some collateral, that'd be good.
But I don't hear any crazy over you. You've been very dramatic. You want me to turn on the camera for you? That was an easy shift.
Oh, you're hilarious. Alright, so the real players from last night. Room 4 was a late discharge. He got out of here at like 9 o'clock because the intern didn't bother to clear up the BA.
Oh my god, who was it? Was it Joe? It was totally Joe, wasn't it?
Of course it was Joe.
Of course.
It's always Joe.
Joe! He needs to get his stuff together.
Ugh, I know it. Anyway, I tried to get the guy to sign in voluntarily, but he just wasn't happening. So I streeted him, stuck him in a taxi, gave him a voucher, and went back to work.
Alright, so room 4 is up for the hit today.
Oh yeah, you'll get one in there. Room 5, that's Bernice. She got really cranked up at like 10. I admitted room 6. She knew the guy and apparently used to get her meth from him.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently she used to get a real deep discount, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god.
She went full on status dramaticus once I saw her, so I hit her with the B-52 and that calmed her down pretty good. She's been out for the count ever since. You guys are going to have to jockey one of the two off the unit though, that's for sure.
Alright, I'll deal with that. I mean, do you think it would be better to get rid of her or the guy in room 6?
Let me tell you about room 6.
Yeah.
It's the dealer, Marco. So he came in manic, totally antagonizing Bernice. You know.
So is this, wait, Marco, the same Marco that was here 2 months ago, the one that has like very short, no teeth, mech mouth?
Oh yeah, you know Marco.
Yeah, I know.
He's a frequent flyer. He's always in and out. 3rd time in the past 2 months. This time he's not a bounce back though. He's always non-compliant. We usually just stick him on Depakote, give him 3 days, and toss him back out on the street. Last night though, with the whole Bernice thing, he got pretty riled up. Gave him 5, 2, and 1, stuck him in seclusion. After a while, he was all right. Let him out. He did okay since then.
Okay, so Peyton, which one, Bernice or Marco?
Oh God, let's just flip a coin.
All right,
All right.
we'll pick one.
Dr. Ferris, my friend, how are you?
Hey, Dr. Reggie, how are you?
I'm doing well. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
I gotta tell you, it's not a social call though. You know, I've been thinking about it. I just got some real concerns about how you've been practicing lately.
What do you mean?
I mean, just the way you've been interacting with all these pharmaceutical reps lately. Don't you think there's a lot of risk in that?
Well, I mean, no. Explain. What do you mean by risk?
I mean, it just seems like you're substituting that for real education is all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, you're the one to talk. I mean, you don't even use the more advanced medications we have.
You know, I try to educate myself the best I can, but
What,
you know,
with Thorazine?
well, it's hard, you know, to get up on the latest stuff. And can you really even trust all that information that you think is helping you so much?
Well, there's some data that says that all antipsychotics are equally efficacious, not pharmacy sponsored or pharmaceutical sponsored.
Now, I'd be shocked to learn that you looked at any of that data that wasn't pharmaceutically sponsored.
Hey, I'm not the one using Prolixin every day.
Well, look, it goes beyond that. It's not just the educational aspect, but don't you think you're probably prescribing your patients more expensive medications than they really need?
Well, that's an interesting point that you bring up, but it's actually not true because my patients, some of them don't have to pay a single dime because of all the coupons that I get from these pharmaceutical companies. And they keep coming back because they're very, very happy with my care.
I just have a hard time believing those pharmaceutical companies aren't making a pretty penny out of this whole thing. That seems like a short-term play to get that long-term money.
Well, I mean, I'm making money right now, you're making money. I mean, that's how America runs, on money. But we're helping patients in that process. It's okay with me.
I guess there's a couple ways to go about it, but we're going to have to agree to disagree on this one.
I guess. You know what, guys? I've just been so tired since I started my private practice. I don't know, it's just so isolating and it kind of sucks, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I mean, and it's tough being out on your own, like, you know, knowing all the latest options. And do you ever feel like you're gonna run out of medication choices for people?
Well, yeah, all the time actually. I have a couple of patients that are treatment resistant, and it's really frustrating. And just the fact that private practice is also isolating, I'm not with my usual colleagues anymore. I mean, you know, it does take a toll on you.
I mean, that's the thing about these meetings, you know, we're here with the nicest restaurant in Gainesville, we get the information straight from the source, you know, the pharmaceutical companies themselves. You know, and plus it's nice to be able to talk to each other about what we've got going on with our patients.
Yeah, that's a really good point. You know, I do get a little conflicted about these sometimes, not gonna lie, but I really am looking forward to the next dinner.
I stopped getting conflicted like 3 steak dinners ago.
Yeah, man, I hear you.
Yeah, I don't know, sometimes I do go home and wonder a little bit. You know, they always say, oh, you won't be influenced by what you hear and all that, but I mean, you have to sort of wonder, are we sometimes? You know, I wonder that.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. You know, it's hard to think, you know, maybe we're being influenced, we don't even realize it.
Yeah.
On the other hand, we gotta get the information from somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. And the steak is nice.
That it is.
So good to see you. How are you?
Good. I came here to follow up. How was that dinner
Oh
3
my
weeks ago?
gosh, it was wonderful. I really liked it. You guys did a great job organizing it.
Well, I'm just here to be the best pharmaceutical rep I can be, and I wanted to know how are the patients on the new medication.
Well, about that. So, I haven't been able to start my patients on those medications. It's just too pricey for them. It's out of their price range.
Okay. Well, I have this iPhone loaded up with all the information of the insurance that are covering and all our different discounts. So here, this is for you. Just all the information is in there.
Oh, okay, that's really cool. Oh, wow. This is really handy.
All right.
Well, I will be honest with you though as well. I do feel a little conflicted about this. I mean, like talking to you guys makes me feel like I'm biasing myself towards using this product. What if I'm not being really objective about all the medication options that I really have? I just feel kind of, kind of guilty sometimes.
Yeah, just think about it this way. We're giving you more information, newer medications, that's better patient care. You have all your old options, plus this new one that we're trying to help you and explain to you, and now it's available for your patients. And just to make sure it's available for your patients, we have some different cards also for discounts. So here, there's months included, covered, and some very low copay cards for them.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you so much. I
All
mean,
right.
I'll look into it, okay?
Okay, and I hope you have a great day.
All right,
Okay,
you
give
too.
me a call.
Thank you.
All right, where's the next scene?
We gotta do our Dr. Ferris, Dr. Rosie in the office.
Yeah,
As you're breaking down the door.
that'd be good. Knock, knock. It's me, I'm looking pretty good for just coming off a night shift.
Yeah.
Very thankful.
We're gonna credit Dr. Jacqueline Hobbs as producer.
Director.
Executive producer.
Oh, there we go.
The stardom's already going to your head.
Area, how cool is
I'm just a stage mom at heart.
Area, I like this area better.
This is actually perfect.
We cozy. This is the office.
Great.
This is the dinner table.
Yeah, just don't get the.
You both look fantastic.
And you too.
Thank you.
Not gonna go for you.
Such a dapper gentleman.
Maybe creepy.
Creep in the corner.
That looks good. Oh,
I'm gonna do like
Jason's in it a little bit.
Like after everything, I'm like.
The camera just finds me.
In the corner.
Just you, yeah.
It's just
This is like a violation.
They see me creeping.
Creep in the corner.
Yeah. I didn't know you're such a voyeur.
Games you find out about people.
To get mad at you.
We're doing too good. We're not even gonna have bloopers.
Except for a very long video of Dr. Hobbs walking.
It's a performance art piece.
Oh, nice.
You know, it's really funny.
The
This is actually
fight.
the office that I use.
On this table.
Works out so well.
Hum turf.
Yeah, I'll take the table.
Hum turf.
Get out of my office.
Come to my office and insult me.
Yeah.
What's this? And
Where do you want me to go?
That chair? Wait, no, that won't work. This is very small.
so.
Let me sit in his lap.
No. It's-
Well, I can.
Out of room.
Oh, that's good. Let me move it back. That's really
You gotta at
good.
least pull the desktop up.
Yeah, because I can see your screen. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So like,
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I will then.
just pull up like a Word doc.
I think it'd
Exactly
be really
right.
funny if you were looking for like golf vacation destinations.
That's a great idea.
As a little like Easter egg for
That's a
people
good
that are paying
idea.
attention.
Go to the UF page.
Oh, that's good. Let me move it back. That's really
You gotta at
good.
least pull the desktop up.
Yeah, because I can see your screen. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I will then.
just pull up like a Word doc.
I think it'd
Exactly
be really
right.
funny if you were looking for like golf vacation destinations.
That's a great idea.
As a little like Easter egg for
That's a
people
good
that are paying
idea.
attention.
Go to the UF page. Do it.
Yeah.
not
Give
that
it a love
serious.
to.
Just love it. Put the Easter egg on it.
Pull up vacation rentals and like zoom it 500%.
Go to the Swiss
Not only
one
just
that's
sun all in the background. All you need is like a picture of like a golf course.
Yeah.
You know. Like,
Golf course,
Yeah.
beach, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fair.
So stressful these days.
It's tough,
It's
you
a
know.
vacation,
It's
man.
tough. You need an industry-sponsored trip to really clear your mind and get off your patience.
Oh man.
Are you still rolling?
You could,
Yeah,
could
okay,
switch,
good.
you could switch halfway through and check files or stock too.
Dude, you got so many good ideas. Yeah. Forbes. Something down, right?
Yeah. See, that's why you're so on edge.
Right.
Do it.
Yeah,
not
he
that
does love
serious.
jokes.
His love it, put the Easter egg on it.
Pull up vacation rentals and like zoom it 500%.
Go to the Swiss.
Not only just subtle in the background. All you need is like a picture of like a golf course.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Golf course,
Yeah.
beach, something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So stressful these days.
It's tough,
It's
you
a
know.
vacation,
It's
man.
tough. You need an industry-sponsored trip to really clear your mind and get off your patience.
Oh man.
Are you still rolling?
You could,
Yeah,
could
okay,
switch,
good.
you could switch halfway through and check files of your stock too.
Dude, you got so many good ideas. Yeah. Forbes.
Yeah.
It's on the down, right?
Yeah. See, that's why you're so on edge.
Right.
And six.
That's really good. But you'll love this. He was looking at
Big
golf
Bear Lake.
vacation destinations on the computer. Unfortunately. Pfizer stock.
Just a little Easter egg for those people who are paying attention.
I don't think you can see it too well, but it's okay.
It's
That's
so
You can
alright.
see it. Like,
They get.
you can see
Just
Sort of, yeah. So basically, we're just like hanging
I
out.
think it's funny that it's Dr. Martin to self. You know? I've just been so tired. I'm like, what, bro?
Did you say I'm burned out?
I mean, I guess I will talk to you, weirdo.
You come to this dinner to meet friends, but you're not gonna meet any friends.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you.
If
'cause
you used to
I was just
join
coming back
flip
in.
on both ends because it doesn't actually roll up. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well, never mind.
Every day.
We would have to.
Do we need
Thank
it?
you.
Do we need
The
it
thing is that
down?
would
Is
be-
there take this up and with a casual dinner now?
Yeah, right. I'm gonna take off my badge and pager.
You don't. Yeah, you don't get identified as a doc in public. Of course, you take your pager off. I'm gonna leave mine on. I'm hard working.
You're right.
Obviously, it
Yeah.
doesn't sound
Perks of private
All
practice.
about money, man.
You gotta get paid.
I can play some
Dinner's don't
soft
pay
jazz in the
themselves.
background.
That's good, that's good. Ambient.
I don't know if this thing even works.
Nice, yeah.
Do
A little
it.
smooth.
I'm sure, like, my phone would probably play it
Like
better
some
than that.
classical music.
I have some.
Giant
Panera or something.
Like,
That's
yeah.
just like
What, can we go
Panera.
mariachi though?
Yeah, let's do mariachi.
It's Mexican. I have weird French techno stuff.
Nah, we can just do
Wait,
quiet.
wait, wait.
It'll be easier
This
to
is not
get
it.
their
This is not
words.
it.
It's like 80s.
We can always dub that in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Weird
that's
French
easy.
techno. I think we definitely need to dub that in.
Okay, whenever you guys are ready.
Alright, ready?
Alright. I'll be honest with you, I'm looking forward to the next dinner. That's pretty good. Pretty good.
I hear you, man. I stopped feeling conflicted like 3 steaks ago.
Yeah.
Okay, that goes to the graduation video.
Tried so hard, I was like, stop.
I love it. Yeah, mine was 4 lobsters ago.
Alright, let's.
Okay,
Alright,
I got
alright.
I gotta recompose myself.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's a
Sorry
very
again.
serious
The
doctor
first
stuff.
Alright, go.
Hello, doctor. How are
Hey.
you?
So good to see you. How are you?
Good. How did you enjoy our dinner 2 weeks ago?
Oh my gosh, it was so amazing. I met up with some colleagues I've never met before, or I guess I've met up with people that I've never met before. Now they're my colleagues.
Was that
Okay,
bad?
that's
Why are you explaining
Who am I?
Why are we here?
He's gone too deep into the character. He can't come back.
I don't know who you were.
I just want to go on vacation.
He's lost himself.
I need breadcrumbs. Somebody just hold this thing. Somebody behind, like, hold this
Sorry,
bread.
I heard the same thing happened to Leo while filming Inception.
Who am I? Oh man.
Okay, let's try again.
For your limitations, okay? For them to be able to cover the expensive, months covered, and very low copays.
Wow, 3 months free?
Yes.
My patients would definitely like that.
All right.
I like the side eye to the camera.
It's a vignette, it's not a commercial.
Breaking the wall.
Alright, we'll do one more take. You're so close.
So close.
Now you just have to get one of those little like ding.
Oh man.
Well, if this medical thing doesn't work out,
we all have another career.
Hard time.
it's good.
I continue.
Oh, we can do that.
Crushed it.
Yeah, crushed it.
We good?
Yeah, we're good. Thanks for all your hard work.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Can't wait for those royalty checks to start rolling in.
Yeah, right.
Next year, the Oscars. Red carpet.
Oh, and we need to put some line at the end like no animals were hurt.
No interns were harmed.
No money. No money was received for the pharmacy.